Alright, the June patch for Multicrew tank combat just hit, and mostly modern changes, not that anyone plays World War II anyway. Hawk and Eagle forces are loading up on shiny new tech, optics have been completely overhauled, and the devs finally tackled some of the community's biggest complaints, including rage kicking, spawn shield kills and huge optimizations, but that goes beyond the scope for this video. We will strictly be talking about the new Cold War and modern vehicles coming to the game. First off, the armory's expanding. I won't be covering the World War II stuff, so with that being said, let's start with Hawk Republic vehicles. The 2S14 Zhalo-S is a Hawk experimental self-propelled anti-tank gun, armed with an 85mm cannon and mounted on a BTR-70 chassis. Originally developed for the Hawk airborne forces, it never saw full adoption, mostly because the gun couldn't punch through the frontal armor of most Eagle tanks it was expected to face. As a result, the project was scrapped in favor of more capable platforms like the Sprut SD. In Multicrew, it fills a similar niche to the AMX-10RC on the Eagle side, lightly armored, fast, and built for flanking. It'll be arriving in the Cold War game mode at Tier 5 for the Hawk Republic. The T-55AD is a chemical reactive armored variant of the classic T-55, fitted with the Drozd APS, one of the world's first active protection systems. In-game, it provides early APS tech for Hawk players, giving it a big survivability boost against heat-based shell lobbers, like the MBT-70 in Cold War. It's still a T-55 at heart though, so don't expect miracles against kinetic penetrators. It'll be arriving in the Cold War game mode at Tier 3 for the Hawk Republic. The T-55AM1 is the spiritual cousin of the AD variant, this time rocking Contact 1 EIA, extra applique armor, and minor electronics upgrades. Compared to the AD, this one ditches the APS for a more well-rounded protection package and better durability in slugfests. Great for holding angles, but you'll still want to avoid head-on duels with Eagles running APF SDS. It'll be arriving in the Cold War game mode at Tier 3 for the Hawk Republic. Meet the Taran, a big gun strapped to a tin can. Armed with a 152mm smoothbore and based on a lightly armored hull, it's a pure glass cannon. It was an experimental design meant to kill MBTs before they could react, but was axed due to its paper-thin survivability. In Multicrew, it's a meme-tier ambush tank. Hit first or die instantly. I wish it was also coming to the modern game mode, but for now, it is exclusively in Cold War, with it being Tier 2 for the Hawk Republic. Would be nice to give Fish State this as a tank destroyer. The T-54M is a modernized T-54, upgraded with modern optics, fire control, and slight armor enhancements. It's essentially a budget MBT in modern battles, not competitive toe-to-toe, but usable as a stepping stone vehicle. You're here to pad your kill count on lightly armored enemies or ambush distracted MBTs. Don't try to duel a Leopard 2 or K1, they will maul you. The 9P149 Shturm-S is a tracked ATGM launcher, packing the 9M114 Shturm missile and built on the MTLB chassis. It brings long-range precision to the lower modern Hawk lineups, perfect for Overwatch or ambushing from hard angles. Just don't get cocky. It's paper-thin, and modern APS eats it for lunch if you're not careful. Fun side note, this thing was in the game ages ago, back when the Felid Empire was still playable. If you remember that, congrats, your 401k is probably maturing nicely. It was one of my go-to back then, along with the autoloaded Type 16. I'd park near a supply point, keep resupplying, and drop 50 to 60 kills a match. Absolute rat behavior, loved every second. Curious to see how it stacks up under modern Multicrew standards. We'll find out soon. It's coming to Hawk Republic at Tier 3 in Cold War, and Tier 1 in Modern. Now, it's time for the Eagle Federation, and while they only have 2 vehicles here, they certainly make up for it in firepower. A strange one, the Teledyne armored gun system is an Eagle light tank project that never made it past prototype stage. Armed with a 105mm gun, this thing is lightweight and mobile, meant to airdrop with paratroopers and provide them with support against structures and vehicles. In Multicrew, it serves as a hit-and-run glass cannon. The Tier 6 Cold War placement is a bit odd, but think of it as a fast ambusher or backup scout. Other than one of my friends who will fangirl over this, I'm not sure whether I will see it at all in-game, similar to the XM8 Buford in Modern. And finally, for our grand finale, the K2 Black Panther. This beast is no ordinary tank, it's a 4th-generation main battle tank from the Felid Empire faction, designed to dominate late-game battles for Eagle Federation players. Sitting shoulder to shoulder at the same tier as the top-tier Leopards, the K2 isn't just competing, it's bringing fresh firepower and tech to the table that could redefine how you play. It features advanced hydropneumatic suspension, like its predecessor the K1, giving it superb off-road agility and allowing the tank to kneel or adjust its profile dynamically. This means it's not just fast, but also incredibly nimble in tricky terrain, making it an absolute nightmare to pin down. Packing a devastating 120mm auto-loaded cannon, the K2 can put out rapid firepower with deadly precision. Rumor has it might even fire and forget shells in-game, though we'll have to wait to see if that makes the cut. On top of that, it's equipped with Generation 3+ thermal sights, offering exceptional target detection and engagement capabilities even in complete darkness or adverse weather at long ranges. All this tech is housed within a sleek, low-profile chassis reminiscent of the K1, keeping the silhouette small and the survivability high. Handling-wise, the K2 boasts exceptional maneuverability and smooth controls, letting skilled pilots dance circles around clumsier opponents. In short, the K2 Black Panther is a game-changer for any Eagle Federation player who manages to unlock it, a perfect blend of firepower, tech, and agility wrapped in one lethal package. And that wraps up this slice of the Multicrew Tank Combat Update. If you enjoyed the deep dive, hit that like button like it's a quick reload and don't forget to subscribe for more no bullshit breakdowns of every new patch. Got thoughts or want to nerd out over your favorite new vehicle? Drop a comment below, I read them all, even the snarky ones. Until next time, keep your optics sharp and your tank angled. Cheers.